Welcome back to Outdoor, guys. Today we're going to do a video on the ultimate whitetail deer bait starter kit, and I'm just going to go through, guys, what's worked for me over the years and what I've learned by baiting deer and bringing bucks in from around the area, trying different deer attractants, which one actually worked for me in my area, and what I'm going to recommend to you guys to work in your area. First things, let's just start with like what I put out. If you're new to baiting deer, I just start with a 50-pound bag of regular whole corn. This is from Tractor Supply. You can pick whatever corn you want. Some farmers you can get it from. Sometimes you have like a local supply store that has it, but either way, it's really hard to beat the good old-fashioned corn, guys. Like, it's something deer, prefer year-round. Be prepared, guys. As deer start hitting your corn piles, you're going to be out probably twice a week dumping a couple 100 pounds of corn. So don't say I didn't prepare you, but that's what you want, though. You want them to rely on it as a primary food source, especially the bucks. But once the does start coming, they'll probably bring the bucks because they'll smell where they're going and be curious and try to figure it out. It's definitely a commitment. So first couple weeks first week I'll do like a bag of this and a bag of that. Second week I'll do like 2 bags of this and a bag of that. Then I'll see what's showing up and then I'll adjust. If they're hitting it hard already, I'll probably go 3 bags of this to 1 bag of that. And then once they're hitting it hard and I know the bucks are coming, I'll probably wind up putting 4 bags of these down, just the regular corn, and then 3 bags of the Big Tine Fortified deer blend every week. And sometimes, depending how hard they're hitting it or how many, I might have to put a little more down. So I just wanted to put all that out there for you guys. But I don't just give them corn. So I think there's hunters that are willing to go that extra mile, and there's some that's not. But I look at it like this: we only have a 20-acre piece here. It's not very big, but we have farms all around us, and there is quality bucks around. So I feel like I'm helping us all out. Even if I'm not able to harvest that buck, we're giving them the vitamins and minerals and things like that they need for antler growth, and getting them to the best growth that we can. So I go with the Big Tine Fortified deer blend, and it's this red and black bag over here. I will link all this stuff in the video description for you guys, but it has cherry rush scent and flavor, has sunflower seeds, it's got Milo in it, it's got Big Tine's Fortified vitamins and minerals in it. That scent and smell will definitely help jumpstart your bait pile. So I recommend definitely putting this down. They also sell this in a 10-pound bag. So if you don't want to, get the big bag, but once they start hitting it, guys, this is what, before I get to this, something I want to cover real quick. It takes, consistency, and that costs money and work. So if you're not willing to do all that stuff, that's completely your choice. The way this property hunts back here, we just don't have the food. So we have, acorns during the fall and stuff like that, early fall. But as like a primary food source, this is, my best option, and this is what works for me. So it's going to depend on your area, and also it's going to depend on what food sources your bucks and deer have available. What I mean by that, like crop rotation and things like that, play a major role in all of this. So you're just going to have to try it and see what happens. This bag right here is the Big Tine Protein Plus. Now this one has roasted soybeans in it. This is my favorite. This is only a 25-pound bag, and you can find all this stuff at Tractor Supply, guys. Like I said, I'll link it down in the video description for you guys. The bucks really hit this stuff. They hit this too, but if you want to add a little extra to it, bucks love roasted soybeans. That's my secret, over everything. Shot a nice buck over this stuff a few years back. Had tons of bucks come into both of these. So I would definitely recommend you guys trying, either one or the other or both. See what works for you. Be patient. You'll kind of know if the bucks are going to show up in the first couple weeks, I feel like. Now, let's talk about time of year when I start baiting. I'll start putting this stuff down in the spring. I try to beat all the other hunters to it. I want the bucks to remember this spot. I remember it's a food source, because these same bucks will show up in the fall during the rut, because they remember these trails, they remember the property, they're kind of using it anyway, but they're curious, and this also might set you up for the fall as well. So I think it's definitely worth the investment. It is not cheap. Like I said, it's not the way that everybody likes to hunt. I understand that as well. But like I said, I've hunted this property long enough. I love bow hunting, and this has always given me the best opportunity, you know, at getting a buck. If I am not successful during the early season, like I said, some of them same bucks will show up during the fall, during the rut. So that's the way I look at it. You can also, if you want to add a little extra in, putting a mineral down, I would recommend too. You know, Big Tine has their own mineral. I use that, it works. They got the happy hour stuff, they got the nitro stuff. Trophy Rock has a mineral. You can put that, you know, it doesn't, whatever brand you guys want to use is completely up to you. Like I said, I'm just sharing what's worked for me over the years and what's been most consistent. That's basically it, guys. Like I said, if they don't show up in the first couple weeks, sometimes it's hard giving up, but you know, if they don't show up, I'd say within a month, they're probably not going to. I know some people feed during the rut. That hasn't worked for me. Like I said, I usually do it spring through summer, trying to get that opening day opportunity. That's what's worked back here. I got other videos related to this, guys, that I'll drop in the video description below. You know, there's a couple tips. I put this on the ground. That's worked for me more consistently over feeders. I don't really know why that is, but it seems like they prefer it and it's more natural in this area on the ground. You have to watch mold and stuff, so try putting it on a higher spot. One thing to do too, like if you're not getting deer coming in, don't be afraid to move the corn pile. Putting it near heavy cover makes the bucks feel more comfortable. So it might only be, you know, you moving the corn pile 100 yards and you might have the buck show up. So keep that in the back of your mind. Also, like if it is something you guys do consistently store, just be careful, especially with the stuff that's got like scent and flavor and different things in it. Just try not to store it in humid conditions. Try to bring it in like a climate controlled, wherever you're going to store that at, because it can mold and probably will mold. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't really keep well without climate control. So, you know, you don't want your brand new, this stuff's not cheap. You don't want your stuff molding before you even get it out. I think that's it, guys. I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. This definitely can be a way to shoot a buck. So I just wanted to give you, like I said, what I've learned, my tips, and what's worked for me over the years. Ring that notification bell too, guys, so you get all my content as soon as it drops. Drop a comment. Let me know if you tried any of this stuff and if it worked for you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Until the next one, you have officially been outdoors.